That literally is like the funniest internet clip I've ever seen all year. There is a clip out there called Latina Trump reporter provokes protester into attacking her. And she says, quote unquote, I have a bad temper. Watch the clip. Because when the music comes on...
Yeah. I mean...
it's just that crazy ass music. It's like...
It was a polite warning.
It was.
It was very polite
I have a really
warning.
bad temper, and then she puts her phone away. Like, it was akin to a black woman taking her earrings off.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what white women do when they get ready to fight.
They put their phone away.
Happy holidays, y'all. I'm in my festive
Happy holidays.
Christmas sweater, and you're in your great leather jacket that you got for BravoCon. That looks good.
Thank you.
I enjoy it.
I'll be more festive in the next video.
Oh, should we get Santa hats?
You beat me to it. I was going to surprise you. Let's bring the props.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let you bring the props.
Anyway.
And he's the one who ordered the Nene wig, by the way.
Thank you.
So, there's so much going on. What do we open the episode with?
Drita.
Drita?
Oh, Drita.
Drita.
Yeah.
That's how she pronounced it. There's a...
Yeah.
This fucking early? Really? This early? I'm going to get a pile of bricks by my window. That's what I want for Christmas, so I can start throwing them at these cars that insist on driving by and interrupting the creative process.
Then you have police sirens added to the video.
They're already here.
Good point.
According to the blast, Drita has been arrested for guns and drugs in her home in Staten Island. Let me read you the article. Mob wife star Drita D'Avanzo and her husband got one hell of a surprise when the New York police raided their home and arrested them on a slew of gun and drug charges, the blast has confirmed. Law enforcement tells the blast Drita and her husband Lee were arrested Thursday night in their Staten Island home after cops executed a search and seizure warrant that uncovered 2 loaded firearms, a Smith & Wesson 9mm and another Smith & Wesson 38 caliber gun. Cops say they also found 120 pills of hydrocodone and acetaminophen and 22 Xanax pills and a large amount of marijuana. The couple was booked on charges of criminal possession of a controlled substance, criminal possession of a weapon, criminal possession of marijuana, and criminal possession of a firearm and drug paraphernalia.
I mean, Drita isn't one to be played with because she is about that life.
Clearly.
And clearly she's about that life.
Child, you see what happens when the mob wives' checks dry up.
Oh.
You go back to the streets. The streets.
I mean, I hope they got a really good attorney.
They don't have attorney money. They ain't on mob wives no more. She barely got her husband out of jail the first time.
Right, wasn't he in jail?
For years.
And now going right back and
She gets to stay at home with the children, but she can no longer commit any crimes around them, which I'm like, isn't that kind of how it already goes? I mean, if you were a black woman, they would have taken them kids, but we'll get to that another time.
Yeah, it's another time. I think that, like, maybe since...
But Lee has been remanded to custody.
Oh, okay, Drita. Drita's out. Right? I'm thinking
She's
Drita. I keep thinking that.
Dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay.
Right.
Dreidel, 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 we'll spin and we will play.
Clearly, Drita is down the block. All these fucking sirens.
Child, now on Staten Island now.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ooh, but if that house goes into foreclosure, I might purchase. They have a nice house. They got a pool and everything. She set it up just how I want it. I just need to put out a glass enclosure.
And drug charges, just, oh my goodness.
Xanax.
I'm hoping, well, Xanax and hydrocodone.
And hydrocodone?
Hey.
Hydrocodone.
I I thought she was better than this. Hopefully her husband will
Child,
take the fall.
least, you know what I'll say? At least the money and pills. He done already taken the fall. I don't know if they're going to allow it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Cartel Crew tried to grab the torch, but
Cartel Crew didn't. No, Cartel Crew is something new. They are not mob wives. They are different. But I don't think that they tried. I think that they gave what they were going to give. I don't think that they tried to give mob wives. It didn't give me a mob wives tea. It gave me a every other VH1 reality show tea. Huh. I wouldn't give them, they were trying to be mob wives. I'm going to actually finish the series. Well, I mean, nothing's coming on from Monday to Sunday. So I'm going to have time. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have time, space, and nothing but opportunity. Well, Tekashi 6ix9ine was only sentenced to 24 months. Now, that's what snitching will get you. You see, that's what I want to see. I wanted to see it. I am happy he is getting 24 months because he told on Lottie-Dottie every motherfucking body. He gave us UFO evidence, for crying out loud.
People came in my DMs. It's like, see, he's about to get out. And because I ended the show with "We'll see you before Tekashi 6ix9ine sees freedom,"
and we will see you before 2020.
I was right.
We're seeing you before you see Tekashi.
That judge said, "Not today." Not today.
Not today. You're staying in jail today.
Right. So I was right.
But I'm also sure the prisoners were screaming, "Manipulate! Manipulate! Manipulate!"
You said it like maybe 3 octaves higher, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. And I'm sure Tekashi will be taking it some more. And
Child, he looked like he was taking it before, and he gonna take it during, and he gonna take it after. I think he enjoys a good gift.
Okay.
A good holiday gift.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Rainbow Bright. Can we just get it out the way? You know what I'm about to talk about. And can we just get it out the way?
Mariah's 19th number one.
With, they already know. They already know about that. I'm talking about someone I disdain, someone I cannot stand. I have a top 3 of people I cannot stand.
Nicki Minaj has been quiet.
No. Nicki Minaj is tolerable, but I meant people that I don't even want to be in the same room with them.
What has Amanda Seales done now?
No.
Yes.
We'll get to her. We'll congratulate her. Let's just get out the way. So I wasn't talking about her, y'all, though. I will get to it. So Alex texted me that while I was at work, Amanda Seales is allegedly, according to the Jasmine brand, going to be the 5th host to fill Tamar Braxton's seat on The Real. And I will say that when she first was a guest star on The Real, I did tell her, you know what? You really fit in that show. I wouldn't be surprised if they asked you.
Why am I not surprised? She fits
I told her that. And look what happens. Hopefully it's true. If Insecure,
she needs the money.
If her part on stop it. If her part on Insecure,
she
does
couldn't
not
even
last,
pay you one time.
We are not talking about that. But good for her. I think controversy. She's good at with an opinion and controversy. Mm-hmm. I think she's a perfect fit.
For The Real, absolutely.
For The Real,
The Real
assholes.
I
remember what I wanted to say.
Because we've got Loni, who's an asshole. Don't nobody really fuck with that other twin. Jenny Mai getting on everybody's nerves. So,
and she's allegedly pregnant by Jeezy. Allegedly.
I don't think she's pregnant just yet.
I think she is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulate.
But they were saying that The Real's ratings have increased. So.
Well, I mean, Jerry Springer episode reruns were beating them, so thank God.
But yes, congratulations and happy birthday to Amanda Seales. I hope the news is true. That way, she can, instead of on her Instagram, where she can talk about these stories, she can talk about it on The Real. And it's a decent paycheck. And she's in LA.
It's about time.
Right.
It's about time.
She'll get in those parties now.
I just wonder how long it will be until she alienates all of her castmates and gets herself fired. I mean, I
can see you starting a lottery pool. How long will last? Anywho,
I give her 2 seasons.
2 seasons, whatever.
Before she finally irks Loni Love enough. Okay, so there were a rash of videos and pics released this week. And a lot of things seemed inauthentic. Now, I'm sorry. I'll believe a lot of things. I don't believe that ASAP Rocky puts condoms on. So already right there, I'm like, that ain't him.
Well, I don't follow ASAP Rocky.
Neither do I. Like,
he's
literally.
He's not attractive. He's
a
buffoon. He's an idiot. He went back.
Did I disagree with any of those statements? I was just saying I don't believe that that's him because the guy had a condom on.
I mean, rappers with condoms on. That is phenomenal. That is actually like breaking news.
Come on. Really? Really? Don't you believe it?
Well, I think he said that was him. I don't know.
Child. He ran with the rumor just to get some extra press. I'm sorry. I do not believe in ASAP Rocky is putting condoms on. Condoms.
I don't even want to think about him having sex. It's just
Ditto.
It's not like a...
And then there were the fake Steve Curry's pictures.
They just got some random light-skinned
man. I was just like, why? Wait, like none of it made sense. It's like 1 minute he's in a towel and then it's just random shots of a penis. And it's like, no. It's like, not like, no, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I don't even think Steph Curry or her or his apple-headed wife should even comment on that. If you put a black bob on an apple, that is that woman's head. Next topic. While you're looking, Melissa Ford said on Claudia Jordan's show, I didn't even know she had a show. I'm sure it'll be canceled in 2.5 seconds.
It's actually been doing well. She's on her 2nd season. It's a radio.
Is it on radio? Okay, all right. Well, because I was like, WeTV? Or, you know what she would do good on, what is that show that Tokyo Tony's on? That network? Zeus. That she's like a Zeus type of show. That'll get canceled too, probably. Anyway, Melissa Ford was on there, and she was saying that song by The Game, if you guys aren't familiar, it's called Wouldn't Get Far. With the it was produced by Kanye West. It was like, Wouldn't Get Far, that one. Where he went after all these video vixens. And then... Yeah,
what type of butthurt man goes after video vixen?
Exactly. It was like,
that's like I ain't never heard of a sissy getting mad at a porn star or a hoe. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. But ever.
I think
we don't play that over here. That's some straight man shit. That's a whole new level of
I think he was like
whatever
trying to
you
put
want to
down,
call it.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think he was just getting at gold diggers. I think he was insinuating that, but this rhyme stuck out of all like the song. It was like Melissa Ford, drive a Honda Accord, and then that just stuck. And then like she was like, I have never had a Honda Accord at this time.
What's wrong with a Honda Accord?
Well, I think he was trying to put her down, saying like,
if the shit paid off, that's a cute little $30,000 car. Like, let's be real. Maybe she wants to be smart with her money.
But she said
she's still hanging about.
She said
she got more money than you, Mr. $7 million judgment. She has more than you. She stayed relevant. So you know what? If she chose to drive around as Melissa Ford in a Honda Accord, like I knew, like Honda's Accords were cute cars back in the day.
Well, she says she actually...
Hell, they cute now. Put me in a Honda Accord.
She said she actually drove a Benz and...
Well, she drives a Jeep now, and a Jeep is what she got into that accident in, so yeah, Benz, whatever. A C-Class, which, quiet as it's kept, costs the same as a Honda Accord, tricked out.
And she said that hurt her career.
Her career? It hurt her... No, honey, Instagram hurt your career. Facebook hurt your career. Photoshop hurt your career. Tummy tea hurt your career. Waist trainers hurt your career. Career? Where?
That's what
What
she
the
said.
fuck do you do? What did it take 10 years for you to put your 10,000 hours in to accomplish? What career?
I really do miss that Heels show on Bravo. The Heels show, like Blood, Sweat, and Heels.
Oh, Blood, Sweat, and Heels.
That was a good show.
I thought you were saying the Hills show.
No, Heels.
Because I was like, that was on MTV.
No.
And that has nothing to do. Okay.
Heels.
Now there we go. Heels. Okay, Blood, Sweat, and Heels. Yeah, that was a cute show.
Yeah, and then when she got in that fight, that's when it was just like, okay, she was out.
And they wouldn't even air it. Because it must have been
fight.
real. It must have been real. And we've never heard from that girl, Geneva, again. But I will say, like, I was very vocal in my opinions on that show. And Geneva had people emailing me, telling me to stop going in on her. She had a fake lawyer email me.
Wow. Well, at least she did the right way instead of Bobby Light saying, keep it cute, sis, or whatever.
Oh, no. Bobby Lights let me know exactly what it's going to be when we run into each other, so I'm ready.
Okay.
And if he wants it to be on site, well...
Is she a she now?
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you don't... Okay.
I don't care about...
You wouldn't hit him in a wig,
I'd snatch the wig off, and I'd whoop his ass.
Okay. Speaking of assaulting people, how did you like the first episode of Love and Hip Hop New York?
If they wanted
the 2 hours.
If they wanted to do dramatic reenactments and recaps, they just could have come to us, and we could have rehashed that 10-year-old fight, because that's all they're doing.
They were just basically giving rehashes of the first and second seasons.
And people are eating it up, and I'm like, y'all got thrown off the show because you weren't interesting, because your storylines were exhausted. Now we're gonna go back and revisit this shit for a whole fucking season? Mona Scott Young, you miserable thief! You are hanging around my channel snatching every idea I bring to the forefront. You're a sorry piece of shit, but you can never rob the diamond mine.
That was a long 2 hours, and I'm glad I had fast forward. And I can only imagine how you were. It took me 2.5 days to get through it. Because I was just like, let me go to sleep. I'll watch it later. Let me finish it. I had 10 minutes left.
You were stalling.
Right. Like, it was just a lot. Chrissy, like, I really don't understand why she's back. She has nothing to bring on her, like, jet. The foreclosure.
Jet? How are you on a jet in a foreclosure? Girl, she hanging around Teterboro Airport, seeing what she can take a photo in. If I don't see the bitch in the air, it ain't real.
Right. I didn't know.
A Shad Moss.
I didn't know private jets give buddy passes.
A Shad Moss tea.
Oh yeah, Shad. I was like,
a Bow Wow challenge.
Her husband. Oh no, they didn't marry. Her boyfriend.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We gotta give him a round of applause. My God. Oh no, they didn't marry.
He looks very dirty,
filthy.
Right,
from the inside. He looks very strung out. Very 41st Street and 9th Avenue, a Port Authority tee, a buckster. He looks like he'll lead you to your bus.
Indigent is the word I was looking for.
Indigent.
Yeah.
Impecunious.
Yeah.
Impecunious means poor or destitute. And that's exactly what Jim Jones gives. Right. Also, I'm getting very much, your blood is dirty. Mm-hmm. I don't know what organ is off, but I feel sorry for you.
Let's see. I'm trying to think who is tolerable on this show I can watch. I can tolerate Yandy. She doesn't bother me. I gotta say, she doesn't bother me. Kimbella, I really cannot stand her. And I think she's befriending Chrissy, I just don't get.
Well, no, I
don't get it.
They are sharing a 1-bedroom in New Jersey. A rental.
Well, I'm hoping they don't get put out of that for the holidays.
That's why they're in it, because they're already homeless for the holidays. So they were like, look, you're in foreclosure, I'm in foreclosure. If we put our cash together, we can get one of these apartment buildings to accept us. So they're in a 2-bedroom with 4 kids in the living room. For the holidays.
They really should rename this show Love and Hip Hop New York / New Jersey.
No. It's Love and Hip Hop. I don't even know if I would call it Tri-State. I went through and I realized the only sorry motherfucker on that show that lives in the 5 boroughs
is the Mena.
No. Daniel Fernandez. I know his name is Jonathan, but I'm going to call him Daniel because he looks
Sissy
better
Daniel.
as a Daniel.
Well, that's Lee Daniel's name.
No, he's Sissy Fernandez, Daniel Fernandez. And I'm like, girl, if you living up here with us in the rent stabilized apartments, then Mona ain't giving you shit. If I was on a TV show, I'm sorry, it comes with a contract to an apartment in Hudson Yards.
Right.
Yards. I'll be right next to Neiman Marcus.
I think Remy.
And if I'm not, ain't no point in me being on TV. The fuck am I doing being on TV still living up here? Up here!
I think Papoose and Remy, like, they're so boring. I really think they need to leave the show. Tahiri, I think she's just used as a plot device for Joe and that baby mama of his.
That's exactly what to call it. That's exactly what to call it. That's the level of respect she deserves.
Right. Who else am I missing? Okay, I'll just get out the way. I know you don't like her, but Safari and Meningitis, I don't really care for them. And that's it. I give this season 4 episodes before my fucks leave me. So I'm going to give it 4. I might leave it by the 3rd, but like...
Child, it's
already... By episode 4, if something big don't happen, I think I'm going to tune out.
What big do you think is going to happen other than rehashing 10-year-old beef?
Exactly. But you know what I will be tuned in for? The Joseline's Caberet.
Oh!
Now that was a trailer. That was a trailer.
I haven't seen it, and I actually wanted us to recap that live here.
Oh, wow.
So Joseline is putting together a motherfucking cabaret.
And Love and Hip Hop is so toxic, yet she's confirmed to be back on it. On Miami as well as ATL.
Uh-huh. Wait, now, I cannot believe this woman just called other women backpage ass hoes when you look like the poster girl.
Yeah.
For a backpage ass hoe.
An OnlyFans tee.
Ooh. Brazzers.
Webcam tee.
You talk like money, you look like money, but you're on Zeus. Mm-hmm. So the most you could possibly be worth is $4.99. JoJo said, I know how to handle these $2 ass tricks.
And this is...
From a $3 ass trick. I mean, how much is JoJo worth? Like $5? I'll give her I'll put 5 on it. I got 5 on it.
Yeah.
Joseline.
I don't think these poor women knew what they were signing up for. Or maybe they did.
You're working with Joseline. Oh, you knew.
They knew. Okay,
you knew.
Because the level of disrespect she's giving them. Like, I mean, I'm guessing she doesn't have to pay them.
You can understand what she's saying.
A little bit. Her English has gotten better.
You think? I've taken 3 semesters of Spanish and I'm not picking up a word. Okay, so we're going to be getting some Players Club-esque fights. Yep. I want to see Ronnie and Diamond go at it yet again. I want it revisited.
Yes.
Child, she can't even do an emotional hug.
Right. The $2 holes you just talked about.
Now emotionally breaking down, and you're like, if I could get one of you to change your life, I would be cool with that. It was the most like little pat on the back, like, oh God. I imagine that's how Mona hugs her, like, they're there.
Right.
They're there. Not on the Chanel, dear.
I don't even think her and Mona like even come face to face. Like Mona sends a representative.
Lord, they're breaking out the glycerin tears on this one.
We have to insert the emotional like.
No, we don't.
Okay. Well,
not on Zeus. Why fake the funk? We're here for the shit. We're not gonna connect with you. We're not gonna find value in your story. Please.
You don't want shit with a heart?
I don't like to lie to myself.
Fair.
Oh, God, now she's got to be focused on her music? No, you can be stingy with that cootie cat. Keep it all to yourself. Only give it to your man. And he gives me a Jim Jones tea. He ain't gonna marry you. Oh, and so now her stable isn't invited to the video shoot, and they're going to be upset about it. At least they got more of a plot line than Tokyo Trifling. Because that show, it was just like, we're hanging out in the house. Yeah.
Right, so when her employees find out that they're being used, they rise up against Joseline. Like the animals in Animal Farm against the pigs. That's the best
I love the literary analysis. Oh my God. Animal Farm rose up against the pigs.
Because the pigs were conning the animals the whole time.
They were.
So, yeah.
Oh my God. Ciao. We gave you a summer reading list read. That's what you gave.
I enjoyed that book
so much.
Ooh,
I can see why. Oh, we see JoJo drag. We see JoJo grab by the hair.
Yep.
And that shit was stitched in, so it's like, well, I'm taking your whole head. Come on. You want a strip club fight? Let's go.
And we get it.
I'm so glad to see her back in her element, where we're not going to get fights blacked out. We're going to get the violence. We're going to get the baptisms. We're going to get the backstage bust downs and brawls that we deserve.
That'll do it. Was that the rest of the fight?
Pretty much.
Wasn't there some rumor online that she got jumped and she was naked on the floor?
That was probably when they were shooting this show, and she wasn't naked. She was just in her little cabaret outfit.
Exactly.
But they probably did whip her ass.
I think after that whole season, I would have had enough, too. And I hope they all jumped her.
It would make for great TV.
It would.
Or great app, in the case of Zeus.
It's just good karma.
Portia Williams films Insecure and is working on other acting projects. Do you think she'll have longevity in the industry, or will she be another Nene?
Another Nene. She's
Flash in the pan.
Flash in the pan.
Just it's out.
Yeah. Like, and she's not, it didn't say starring, did it?
I don't know how anything that dim could star.
Yeah, it's going to be a glorified extra role. Like, people pay for Portia to be Portia, so Portia's going to be playing Portia in Insecure, probably. Yeah. Like, there was no range in Nene's acting. Like, she was the same person in every role she had.
From Glee to The New Normal, you know.
Right. It was the same character.
With a shitty wig.
Right. Nene, put a track uniform on. Okay.
Really?
Right. So...
Random Braxton married another man in St. Lucia.
Good for her.
Oh, no, St. Louis. St. Louis.
St. Louis? That sounds expensive.
Way too expensive for a Braxton. That's why they got married in St. Louis.
Right.
That's one of those fly for peanuts fairs. That's why all the sisters were there. It's one of the girls that looks like that girl on Sisters that I call a Braxton hybrid because she looks like 2 or 3 of them combined.
Okay.
The actress's name is Mignon, but whoever got married...
Filet mignon?
Yes.
Huh. Well. What?
That was my reaction when I heard the name, too.
Oh.
I've adjusted. But yeah, Random Braxton's married, so good for her. Not Tamar, but the other one.
The
one
only Braxtons I know is Tamar and Tony, unfortunately.
Tamar. Who is Tamar?
Did I say Tamar? Oh.
You said Tamar.
Maybe
there's no Y in her name. Taymar is Tamar. Tamar, Tamar. Tamar.
Tomorrow.
Tamar.
I'll
Braxton.
call you tomorrow, girl.
Tamar. Exactly. I'll call you tomorrow. It's Tamar Braxton.
Okay.
Pronouncing her name correctly on this show. I ain't having it. Oh, Real Housewives. Wait, okay, now B. Scott, why are you calling this heifer a star? A star of Potomac, really? She was barely a friend of the show last year. She's been off for 2 fucking seasons. She's an afterthought at best. But, Katie Roast and her fiancé Jesse call off their engagement.
Shocking. I feel bad for her because she'll never be on that show again. So
I feel bad for her because you seem to be able to get engaged 19 fucking times.
All right, well,
sorry.
It's all right. I'm glad there wasn't anything in it.
Well, then it wouldn't have fallen.
Right.
But she was engaged 19 fucking times? Really? And you can never seem to seal the deal with anything meaningful, so I think it's time you go on Iyanla and figure out what's going on with you.
That'll be the perfect next move for her. I think so. Oh, I didn't get to have my thoughts about the Jesse's protege.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear them.
I was very disappointed at this young girl. Like, it's just crazy how iconic Jesse's lie was to where it inspired copycats.
And he was trending when this happened.
Yeah.
Like, when they found out about this,
You've been Jessied. And the thing is, like, when they did the kidnapping, like, they were like, oh, shit. Like, it's garnered this much attention. And they freaked out. And they didn't know what to do at this point. So...
And we were, like, in the city, so we're getting all of the Amber Alerts. And you, like, literally, it's just your phone. Rah, rah, you think the world is in there. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, every 10 minutes.
But thankfully, she's 16. So they won't, like, you know, I don't think charges will be pressed. But I do think she needs to, like, go into hiding or do homeschool for the rest of
Well, her mama wanted her to go back to Honduras. I think it's time to get on the plane. You got, like, and I ain't even being funny. It's just you didn't fuck shit up here. Like, you have a chance to go somewhere and restart anew. That's like for real advice. Like, that's no shade, but like for real, what is her future gonna be here? Everybody knows her. Everybody knows her face. She is a laughing stock.
I can't believe they actually pushed her mom to the ground though when they kidnapped her. And then this gave the Bronx a bad look. That gave the neighborhood the bad look. You actually have women of color that are missing and don't get the treatment.
Right. That don't get plastered
just,
all over the news.
And just like Jesse, you are despicable. Despicable.
And at 16, in this city where there are many resources when there's trouble at home, there's no excuse. I'm sorry, you are 16. You are cognizant enough.
Right.
To know this is not the way. So we're not making fun of some troubled 16-year-old.
Right.
No, you're an asshole. You're an asshole at 16. You're a young asshole, but you're an asshole. This is assholic behavior. I'm going to call a thing a thing. Now, what's the difference between now and 24 months from now? Is she really going to magically grow and learn and, oh no, I would never do this at 18 as a grown woman. You would pull the same shit at 18, at 22, that you would at 16. Because you ain't shit. And I'ma say it.
And she wanted to stay with her boyfriend who was a Crip.
23? A 23-year-old boyfriend at 16? She was living
life in the fast lane. Lord. Sorry. But I will say, at 15, 16, you know the difference between right and wrong.
Especially big right and wrong.
Right.
This wasn't something small. You took police attention away from what was actually going on in the city for your nonsense.
Right.
What if I had been hurt? What if he had been hurt? But everybody's out looking for you.
Lord. And I will say, I'm just saying, I wanted to bring up that point just to be like, Camila Cabello is a piece of shit. And that's it.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Because at 15 and 16, you know what's wrong. And that's all I got to say on that. I know you don't want to
I don't even know who that is.
The Havana girl.
I've never been to Cuba. Although, well, my ex is Dominican, but that's another topic for another time.
Oh, my goodness. I could not believe it. Did you see the stuff that she was posting?
Oh.
On her Tumblr.
I don't.
And she hurried up and took it down. And I'm like, at 15, 16, you, like, Normani warned us. That's all I have to say.
Who?
Oh, my God. The motivation girl.
Kelly Rowland.
Normani. I'm gonna break you off and be your motivation.
I don't listen to the radio.
She was in Fifth Harmony, the girl who was emulating Beyonce
The
so
Spice
much.
Girls?
Stop.
All
I'm
Saints?
gonna just stop.
All Saints. I loved All Saints. Do you remember All Saints?
I do not. I remember Eden 6.
Eden's Crush.
Eden's Crush. That's what I mean. I remember them.
So it was that group.
No, it was...
Get Over Yourself. Goodbye.
No. Oh, that was such a good song.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good song. But no, you ain't gotta go to work. That was the...
Child, we're at work now.
Anywho. All I gotta
That was our version of Who's On First.
Right. And speaking of Jesse... Oh, you already said that. Never mind. He's gonna be on the Empire finale. Are you gonna watch it? I mean, if that's one... I think they want one last-ditch effort to get a rating.
A last gasp?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
There has to be so much contention on that set. There really has to be.
No, I think everybody has checked out. They're looking into future projects. The show had a good run. They've made their coin.
Mm-hmm.
I think they may be irritated how things turned out, but I don't think there's much contention because they've kept his ass away. I think that they'll welcome him back with open arms and it'll make them look good and, oh, I'm, humanistic and forgiving and yada yada, but, I want to see who actually gonna work with him. Because ain't nobody been lending a hand. Ain't nobody been putting him on the Instagram. Except Janet. But then again, I'm not surprised that fraud attracts fraud. Non-singing heifer. Come dance with me.
Oh my
Couldn't
God.
even give a shoulder shimmy.
Let it go.
No!
Oh my God. Okay, Michelle. You crack yourself up.
No, you crack me up. Let it go. I'm Candy Burris to that bullshit.
Oh, yeah, right.
I will hold on to that. I will hold on to that forever. J.R. Smith.
I don't know who that is. I seriously do not. That's why I have been ignoring that story, because I don't know what are the ins and outs. I just saw this woman crying on the steering wheel. That's just what I like. Is he in sports? He's in sports. That's maybe why I don't know it.
I've heard the name, but I don't know him either. But I watched the video his wife did where she was praying for him and his mistress. And then he pops out like a weasel and says, "You know what, Lord? I'm glad you got my wife praying, but I wish you had told your child to also mention in that prayer, we've been separated for 6 months."
Oof. I still, don't care. But, I mean, people love mess. And when you put your mess out there for the world to see.
Business in the street?
Right. He's a sports star, though, right?
Star, I think, is a strong word because we don't know him.
Right.
So it's someone that, okay, I've heard that name, but
he's
I wouldn't...
a pseudo-celebrity.
He's one of those people when I sing, "From the streets of New York all the way out to Vegas, it doesn't matter if you're rich or semi-famous." I would consider him semi-famous.
Gotcha. The Married to Medicine reunion actually looks promising. It looks like we're actually going to get some drama.
How? When they didn't have anything to talk about
right,
all
exactly.
season.
I feel like...
I don't care about Contessa or her ugly husband. I don't care about Simone or her buck teeth or her idiot who wastes $25,000 on Kids Force.
So y'all know how the bench broke underneath us? This is going to break. And then I don't know how we're going to film anymore. So hopefully he does not break this. Just break this table. Because one day his hand's going to go right through it. And we're going to now have to film at my house.
I don't think I'm that strong.
You think you're not, but we found out last time on camera. So, just saying. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, Kids Force.
Oh, God. You see, that makes me hit the fucking table.
I won't mention
just the
it
thought
again.
of wasting 25,000 tax-free dollars of my money.
Well,
I would rip his intestines out.
Well, with Simone's money, thank God.
I'm upset for Simone. She may have buck teeth and fucked up fashions, but if you work hard and you've gone to school and you've dedicated your life to helping people and you want to make a little coin off that, and then you have a piece of ugly shit like Cecil go behind your back and get in your account and steal your fucking money for that bullshit, I won't have it.
Are you done? All right. I am really curious as to how did Simone and Jackie be on the outs. I'm very curious to how that's going to happen.
Pussy stopped getting eaten.
Huh. I'm still curious. And you do mention Simone's buck teeth a lot, but I'm just curious as to, like, there's a dentist on the show. And I'm like, if I'm friends with the dentist at some point, like, I'm sure they're not cool now, but if I was friends with a dentist, I would imagine me getting my teeth fixed for the low.
One, I'm going to say, I feel like a lot of professional people don't work that way. Like, business is business, and they're going to keep business. Now, if they, like, sit you down and, like, look, we having coffee, hey, you want me to fix that up for you?
She did Contessa's dad's mouth.
Contessa paid full price for that, I'm sure.
I think with the cameras rolling, that gave, like, some promotion.
Press and promo.
Yeah.
Then that was in conjunction with Bravo, and it wasn't like, I'm a dentist, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let me get, like, I don't think, like, I would say if somebody asked me to do, like, a show for free, and I'm their friend, I'm no longer your friend after that, because I work really hard at what I do.
Right.
Like, these people have gone to school, they have loans, business rent, debt, and they've got fucking assistants to pay for, they've got materials to pay for, like, I just don't think it works that way. I don't think, oh, I'm friends with a dentist, I get my teeth shit. Like, they might not, be as harsh with you as they are with everybody else, but you go on pay. Unless they're like, okay, for Christmas, I'm gonna fix your teeth. That's my gift to everybody for Christmas. If you want to get something done, come on in the chair. And I don't trust free work.
I agree. Restart the camera.
And also, I would never let a water buffalo play in my mouth. I don't know how she is able to hold the dental instruments.
I was about to say, you beat
pulls.
me to it. You beat me to it. But I do want to, I have a question. Well, I wonder if Bravo, speaking of press and promo, I wonder if Bravo still has in people's contracts that they get a percentage of whatever business that they start on the show.
Absolutely.
That used to be, because I know someone who, like,
had a website and they wanted to do a show with them, but then they said, we're going to take a percentage of your website because we're giving you advertising. And he was like, the fuck? And that's why he ain't on Bravo. But he's still doing fine.
Exactly. So, yeah, like, I think, damn, do you think they deserve a portion of...
Business is business. And if you're going to advertise, you pay an advertising fee. I do believe in that.
Okay.
Because
just
we make our money off of advertising fees, and our business is very business. And when we get down to business, is it not about business? It's like, okay, look, we're delivering this product, you deliver this coin.
Right.
Ain't no freebies.
Ain't no freebies. Except this content that we're giving to everyone.
Exactly.
So hopefully,
a labor
Christmas
of love.
Cash apps, for Alexander Rodgers.
And for you.
Well, his birthday is coming up. So take some extra special care of him on his birthday.
Thank you.
Happy 37th. Yeah.
I can only imagine what the camera capture picture of my face when he said that.
Right.
Say it again.
Happy 37th. Right. So, yeah, hook him up, and then, if you want to give me something for Christmas, my Cash App is down there, too.
Happy 37th. Well, you know what?
And
it's just such a weird age. It's such a weird number. It's like, I mean, I'm not upset. Like, I'm not like, oh my God.
Well, you're in late 30s. So, no, like, you have your 3 years. You know what? I'm digging myself in a hole. I'm not throwing shade. I swear to God. So I'm going to just stop. I'm going to stop in the name of love. Anywho, going into different things. I appreciate you guys. Anywho, I'm going to change. I'm going to steer the conversation. I appreciate you guys.
I am in my late 30s, but it's better than being dead.
It is. Anything
a lot
is
better
than being
a lot
dead.
better.
Anything.
And I'm healthy. And I have my show, and I have school, and I have Pete. Where is Pete? Oh, he's in the living room.
Out the window.
Oh, God. For a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute. No, where is he?
Pete? He was out the door, wasn't he?
Pete.
I'm glad.
Me too.
He would have really broken his table if I just wanted to just thank everyone for listening to the podcast because the numbers were just so great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Right.
And because let me tell you what happened with last week's episode. The mic was not all the way in, so that's why there were audio issues, because you know how there are those two lines on the microphone? One is for left audio, one is for right audio. So I don't know which line is which, but one of them didn't record, so that's why some of you were having problems. So that episode won't be up, but this episode will be up on the podcast on all streaming platforms on, I would say probably Wednesday, Christmas Day.
Yeah, whenever. We have so many surprises for you this month.
We do.
Well, so some surprise episodes.
Well, actually, no, I want to tell them.
Oh, sure.
We are going to ring in the New Year's with you with the top 10 stories of the decade. It will be coming out at 11:45 p.m. December 31st. So it's going to come out at 11:45. There's a 2-minute countdown, so we're going to time it just right so that we can give you a full New Year's Eve countdown. And I'll see, do you want to do a fishing ball drop or something like that?
Maybe.
Or just throw confetti?
Well, throw confetti. Throw in shit. Well, it's going to get all over your floor. So
we'll throw something edible for Pete.
Okay.
We'll throw up we'll just throw up dog treats. That way I ain't got no mess to clean. Vacuum that right up.
Hopefully Azalea Banks doesn't come charging in.
I'll put the police lock on the door.
Okay. Also,
if you don't know about a police lock, you better find out.
Oh. Also, I just wanted to give a shout out to Megan from Bravo Happy
Hour
for having us on and giving a good kiki about all the Housewife franchises. We've even been invited back on.
Oh, wonderful!
So she enjoyed the episode.
And you know what? Maybe she should come here and give us a little episode.
Oh, that would be. Oh my goodness.
She's a fun girl.
She's a fun girl.
Very bright.
But yeah,
and a great voice. Really, listen to the episode. She's got that quintessential podcast voice. She gives me a young Terry Gross.
And it's Bravo Happy Hour show on all streaming platforms. I think we're episode 89. Mm-hmm. So go check it out. Listen to us talk about some, Robin and Teresa and Danielle Staub, all your favorite people. Kenya Moore. We talked all about it. So go check that out too. What else is going on? What else? What's on Media Takeout besides lies? Well, that's all that's on there is lies and ads.
This is why you're my friend. It was the ads. That's why. That's why. Oh, it's so good to hang out with someone smart.
Lies. More lies. So we were talking about Amanda Seales getting that job at The Real. I'm guessing this is breaking news. I don't know.
It's not breaking news. It's a salt of grain. Salt of grain. Which we get from Mariah Lynn.
Please, we know the difference. We know the phrase.
But Mariah Lynn said, I'm going to take it with a salt of grain on Love and Hip Hop. And we've said it on this show ever since. Like, we know it's with a grain of salt. Mariah Lynn said a salt of grain. We thought it was funny. So we keep it alive. Right. Like, we keep her memory alive because that's all she has.
Yes. I just don't need
She needs to send us a fucking Christmas gift, quiet as it's kept. Hit up that Cash App, heifer. And can you more hair care? Well, I'll just be billing you through the state
throughout the fucking episode.
Oh, absolutely, because I'm going to bill her. And the Georgia Department of Revenue, child, they're going to make sure I get every penny I have coming to me. And if not, I'll just make more money off of her in debt news.
But this lie right now that Media Takeout is giving us is apparently with that Amanda Seales tea that we gave in the beginning of the episode of her being hired. Apparently, Loni Love is getting fired and replaced by her.
I think that would be a great move. You can only have one asshole on a show.
I think all 5 of them is great on the show.
I mean, when I think of all 5 of them, I can't use the word great.
I think your bell rang.
No, that was next door.
Oh, okay.
That's how close the apartments are. I hear the next door bell. Welcome to New York. Did y'all hear that?
But yeah, I don't believe it. Everyone just has their sources on production, it feels like.
Not Media Takeout.
Right.
They have their sources of, what will get me a click and a view? Like, I wish I could just be like, you know what? Aliens have taken over the White House and boom, that's going to be a headline.
It feels like it.
Well, that's another show for another channel.
Right.
Well, I think that's it for today. So we'll see you sooner than we see Stephen Curry's actual nudes. Because he gives me, a doll tee. Like, I feel like it's just like a mound of plastic there.
I don't even want to think about that. And we'll still see you sooner than Tekashi 6ix9ine sees his freedom. Still.
Although summer 2020 is coming. And we're going to the beach. Breaking news.
Well,
breaking news.
And speaking of Ayesha Curry, apparently her restaurant got closed down after a 1.5 years of operation. Oh my God, that is terrible. Not to her, but to her staff. When you open a new restaurant just from experience, the training that goes into that. It's maybe 2 months of training and so much stuff goes into it. Finding maybe you have a staff of 100 people. So a restaurant going out of business in a year?
And a half.
A 1.5 years, thank you. It's really embarrassing and really harmful to the people who was all involved.
She's going to be fine, but
right,
the waiters,
everyone else.
The cooks.
Right, the managers.
They didn't learn your shitty recipes and your fucked up way of cooking, with your apple-headed ideas. And now they're like, nobody wants this shit.
But
it's dry and salty. And you know what? Charmaine from Black Ink Crew Chicago made some Haitian food for her mother-in-law, and she said, I'm sorry, this food is dry and salty. And I guess it's the same thing with Ayesha, because she does look like her food is dry and salty. Would you let her cook for your Thanksgiving?
Well, I went to San Francisco recently, and I went to her restaurant, and I enjoyed it.
Really?
I did. I enjoyed it. It was like really posh. That's why I'm just so shocked.
Then
at
again,
the story.
he was eating luncheon meat, didn't know it was spam, so I don't know.
Well, we already had our debate about that, and a lot of people were in your DMs from my, recollection. Anywho, she lost the lease on her trendy restaurant in Houston after 1.5 years in operation. The 30-year-old Food Network host opened the grill-obsessed International Smoke Restaurant in Houston's upscale city center in 2018. And in Houston, where the rent is so cheap for everything, I'm just really shocked by this. The restaurant closed last week after the lease on the 6,000 square foot space was abruptly canceled over failure to pay back rent.
Oh, back rent! Debt news! So you're telling me she was so concerned about being desired that she let her business fail?
I'm not sure. This seemed like a scam tea. I don't know, back rent?
Back rent.
Like when you're
Steve Curry's
right,
wife.
that doesn't make
Steph
sense.
Curry, Steve, whoever. The one with the fucked up hairline, but he got some coin. You his wife, and you couldn't get your restaurant bills together?
So when a restaurant isn't doing well, maybe it was just the market in Houston just wasn't right. Because in hospitality, people usually test their markets out in Miami first. Then they bring it to New York, because New York is just the pinnacle of competitive. So usually it's Miami, New York, Vegas. So for Houston, I think that was her mistake. And maybe the foot traffic wasn't there, so she just let it die. Maybe she did. I think it was just on purpose. This has nothing to do with her being in debt. I just think she said oh, let me just let it go. Some things with, Janet Jackson, with letting go. But anywho, I think you'll love this sentence. Regulars were surprised.
You think I'm not going to bring that read into 2020? Oh, I got a whole new set of coals for her ass.
Regulars were surprised to see the restaurant shuttered last week.
Regulars? How do you have regulars when your restaurant is shuttered? Regulars and shuttered don't mix. Much like Janet Jackson and actually singing.
Oh.
Wasn't
Kaya's house shuttered at one point?
Who?
Right. It was...
Kia? I don't drive foreign cars unless we're talking about a Mercedes or a BMW.
Well, the restaurant was shuttered last week, but Ayesha's name caused many Houstonians to shun the place.
Houstonia? Wait, how can you shun something that's shuttered? If it's shuttered, it's shuttered. You can't shun the shuttered.
Well, I think this is what they're implying. They're implying that, Houston people, because of the team that her husband plays for, they don't want to support his wife's restaurant.
No, I'm sorry. That's a bullshit excuse. You're an apple-headed business failure. You didn't do your due diligence. Your food wasn't that good. And the people of Houston said, I'm sorry, but no.
Well, I think it was biased because I think the San Francisco restaurant is a success. I just think she chose the wrong market. Because she has one coming in Vegas, I think I hear. She has one, building in Vegas right now. And Vegas is, market for restaurants there. Houston is just, I don't know. You got to have a specific...
Well, you went to Houston for Thanksgiving. You know about Houston.
Yeah, and I just think it's not a hub. No offense to people in Houston. I just don't think it's a hub to try restaurants in. Because, who's the tourist industry? What's Houston's tourist draw? Exactly. So I can see her restaurant being a success in Miami. I can actually see it being a success in New York, but I just think she chose the wrong
for 4 months.
Well, yeah, it's hard, but maybe, you never know. But yeah, I'm sorry to Ayesha, but I'm sure she does not care like we do, about this restaurant closing.
Honestly, we gave it more attention than she did.
Right, exactly. I think it was an inside job. I think she was on purpose. So I'm sorry to people like who was at that restaurant for a year thinking they were going to make money and like income. I hope she's sued. Like I hope they sue her in like a what do you call it? A class action. So I think that's in her future, a class action. Today's word of the day is class action. Yeah.
I've never been more proud than I am in this moment. Is this what it feels like to have a child? Is this what it feels like? I mean, I just like, oh my, like a class action. I am, that shade touches my heart. It does.
Well, I'm glad
Happy
something did. You see how easy I shade? So don't come for me online.
Ever. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I can say that because he's paying for my birthday weekend. It's going to be a lot of money. So hit his Cash App up. I'm going to soak him.
Anywho.